Today is September 5th, 2025. This is Read Through the Bible.
Hi, everyone.
I remember, I think it was the very first podcast when we were podcasting on Judges, and just telling everyone just about how Judges is one of your least favorite books in all the Bible.
Right.
Because you said it was disturbing.
Right.
Yep. And we were just sharing beforehand. What's your summary for chapter 19?
It starts off with the word disturbing.
Mm-hmm. And this is where it gets kind of, it just shows the wickedness of the people, kind of is really what it is. So we saw Judges in chapters 1 through 16, and now we see lawlessness in 17 through 21. We're right in the middle of how bad this is. So here you go, just prepare yourself. In those days when there was no king in Israel, a certain Levite was sojourning in the remote parts of the hill country of Ephraim, who took to himself a concubine from Bethlehem in Judah. And his concubine was unfaithful to him, and she went away from him to her father's house at Bethlehem in Judah. And there were some 4 months. Then her husband arose and went after her to speak kindly to her and bring her back. He had with him his servant and a couple of donkeys, and she brought him into her father's house. And when the girl's father saw him, he came with joy to meet him. And his father-in-law, the girl's father, made him stay, and he remained with him 3 days. So they ate and drank and spent the night there. And on the 4th day they arose early in the morning, and he prepared to go. But the girl's father said to his son-in-law, "Strengthen your heart with a morsel of bread, and after that you may go." So the two of them sat and ate and drank together, and the girl's father said to the man, "Be pleased to spend the night, and let your heart be merry." And when the man rose up to go, his father-in-law pressed him until he spent the night there again. And on the 5th day he arose early in the morning to depart, and the girl's father said, "Strengthen your heart, and wait until the day declines." So they ate, both of them. And when the man and his concubine and his servant rose up to depart, his father-in-law, the girl's father, said to him, "Behold, now the day has waned toward evening. Please spend the night. Behold, the day draws to its close. Lodge here, and let your heart be merry. And tomorrow you shall arise early in the morning and be for your journey and to go home." Just seems like typical Middle Eastern sort of culture. Oh, stay another day, stay another day.
No sense of time awareness.
Right. 5 days. My goodness.
Verse 10, "But the man would not spend the night. He rose up and departed and arrived opposite Jebus, that is Jerusalem. He had with him a couple of saddled donkeys, and his concubine was with him. When they were near Jebus, the day was nearly over, and the servant said to his master, 'Come now, let us turn aside to this city of the Jebusites and spend the night in it.' And his master said to him, 'We will not turn aside into the city of foreigners who do not belong to the people of Israel, but we will pass on to Gibeah.' And he said to his young man, 'Come, let us draw near to one of the places and spend the night at Gibeah or at Ramah.' So they passed on and went their way, and the sun went down on them near Gibeah, which belongs to Benjamin. And they turned aside there to go in and spend the night at Gibeah. And he went in and sat down in the open square of the city, for no one took them into his house to spend the night."
So I think there's a man, a servant, and a concubine is kind of what I picture in this.
And
right?
a couple of donkeys.
A couple of donkeys.
And they avoid this city of non-Jewish people, and they're going to Gibeah of Benjamin, which...
Yeah, that's kind of a hint.
To be more righteous or safe.
Yeah, and by the way, just sleeping in the square, that's reminiscent of Genesis 19.
Right. Yeah.
So if you can link in your mind, Judges 19 and Genesis 19, some similar things take place here. "And behold, an old man was coming from his work in the field in the evening, and the man was from the hill country of Ephraim, and he was sojourning in Gibeah, and the men of the place were Benjaminites. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the traveler in the open square of the city. And the old man said, 'Where are you going, and where did you come from?' He said, 'We are passing from Bethlehem in Judah to the remotest parts of the hill country of Ephraim, from which I come. I went to Bethlehem in Judah, and I am going to the house of the Lord. But no one has taken me into his house. We have straw and feed for our donkeys, with bread and wine for me and your female servant, and the young man with your servant. There is no lack of anything.' And the old man said, 'Peace be to you. I will care for you for all your wants. Only do not spend the night in the square.'" Exactly what it said in Genesis 19, I think is verse 3. Mm-hmm. So he brought him into his house and gave the donkeys feed, and they washed their feet and ate and drank.
Verse 22, "As they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city worthless fellows, surrounded the house, beating on the door. And they said to the old man, the master of the house, "Bring out the man who came into your house, that we may know him." And the man, the master of the house, went out to them and said to them, "No, my brothers, do not act so wickedly. Since this man has come into my house, do not do this vile thing. Behold, here are my virgin daughter and his concubine. Let me bring them out now. Violate them and do with them what seems good to you. But against this man, do not do this outrageous thing." But the men would not listen to him. So the man seized his concubine and made her go out to them. And they knew her and abused her all night until the morning. And as the dawn began to break, they let her go. And as morning appeared, the woman came and fell down at the door of the man's house where her master was until it was light.
And her master rose up in the morning, and when he opened the door of the house and went out to go on his way, behold, there was his concubine lying at the door of the house with her hands on the threshold. He said to her, "Get up, let's be going." But there was no answer. And then he put her on the donkey, and the man rose up and went away to his home. And when he entered his house, he took a knife, and taking hold of the concubine, he divided her limb by limb into 12 pieces and sent her throughout all the territory of Israel. It's like a viral event, if you will, like it just spreading to all the nation, to all the tribes. And all who saw it said, "Such a thing has never happened or been seen from the day the people of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt until this day. Consider it, take counsel, and speak." So that is a very disturbing. It's a very disturbing story about this homeward bound concubine being raped and abused, and then cut up 12 pieces and sent through all the territory.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what to make of verse 30. All who saw it, what they said, what their reaction was. I think they are appalled and concerned at how evil it is, but I'm not absolutely sure.
I think we'll see later that they were appalled and that they went, because they attacked the Benjaminites, almost wiped out the tribe.
Yeah, kind of in revenge for this.
Yep. So this is disturbing. If you just want to put that would be just fine. So come up with your own summary. All right, we will see you tomorrow in the Psalms. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.